Welcome to the Big Fish. I'm Captain C.T. Williams. This is Captain Lane Zimmer, Bill Robiceau Charters down in Lafitte, Louisiana. We are heading out of Lafitte Harbor, going south. Red fishing in Lafitte has been pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Speckled trout, not so much. And there are a lot of good reasons that we can talk about for that. I think the biggest one being we had a warm winter. Water stayed relatively warm compared to most years. And there's a good chance that those fish just moved out a little early. I think our bait moved out a little early. So obviously, if the fish follow the bait, and they do, then that is likely the scenario we're looking at. No birds.
Very few.
Very few birds. All good signs that those fish are a little further south. So we're going to do that. We're going to leave out of Lafitte, and we're going to head down towards Grand Isle. Maybe make a few stops along the way. Talk to me. I mean, what is the norm this time of year? Just in general, redfish and speckled trout.
Yeah, for speckled trout right now, we should be catching some fish on the inside as they're starting to make their way towards the Gulf. But the last year has been slow. We just haven't been seeing too much on the inside. Now on like the north end of the bay, Hackberry Bay and all, there's a few birds that's been showing up, but there's been a lot of 11 and 10-inch trout, little small fish.
The smaller fish, which would still sort of say they're following the big girls. They're just really more because of food. Their breeding senses aren't telling them to do that, but for the food they follow out along with the other fish that are heading out that way.
Yep.
So what's been the plan when you're coming out? I mean, if you have to focus on something other than the redfish, what do we do?
Well, try and pick the best weather days you can, because it's going to be a ride going way down south. So
we got a great weather day.
Yep, we got a good day today, so we'll see how everything works out. We'll take the long ride, go along the Gulf, see what we can find.
All right, water temperature's up. We had a little cold front come through, just to kind of give you a reference. Last night it dropped down on the North Shore into the 40s, down here probably into the 50s. I think when I got out of the truck, we were right at 60 degrees air temperature. I'll get your water temperature in a little bit, and we can show the comparison of the two. At this point, we're rolling south. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send you to a short break. We're gonna make a fast run, and we're gonna get back and try to get on the fish. Thanks for watching. You're watching The Big Fish. Captain Lane Zimmer, Robiceau Charters, Captain C.T. Williams, with you. All right, a bouncy little ride. The wind offshore blowing a whole lot more than the wind at the marina. It's a little brisk out here, so it made a bit of a trek to get through the chop out here. But you can kind of see we're in all those camps and the islands in front of Four Bayou Pass. And at this point, as dirty as the water is, it's not exactly exciting, clean, but there are birds diving along some of these island shorelines. So Lane says he thinks that maybe we can find something.
Had to be something hanging around, right? Yes, a redfish.
There you go, look at that. Right over the top of that sandbar.
Yeah, we're gonna have to net this guy. I got a little
net.
mono lead on here. Where we at?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty one. That's a beautiful fish.
There we go.
Look at that.
All right.
Very nice, very nice. Perfect.
Pretty little spots on his tail. Good looking fish.
Oh, that is a nice fish. Well, the wind when we left the marina was blowing, what, Lane? 7?
5, 6,
Yeah.
maybe.
The wind here is 15, 16?
15 or better.
15 or better. So the Grand Isle buoy showing it blowing pretty hard. So water's dirty, hard to find clean water. We have one really nice redfish, and a fair amount of people fishing today. So I mean, somebody's bound to find something. But this raw water is just chocolate milk. So, tack for redfish.
Tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat.
In a marsh.
Well, the good news is that being this far south, we can sort of work that eastern marsh, almost, I guess, Myrtle Grove, Port Sulphur all the way.
Yeah.
Port Sulphur all the way up, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna pick up this line and start moving with the wind. You didn't see the ride out? It was pretty solid.
Little
choppy.
choppy.
What are we looking at?
Speckled trout.
Spotted sea trout, I love it. Boom. That is a beautiful keeper. I don't know, he may be more Grand Isle than he is Lafitte.
I know. He lost.
That's beautiful. Beautiful,
He
beautiful.
ate that bait too.
Mm-hmm. You weren't gonna lose him, it doesn't look like.
Hungry fella.
What color is that?
That's called brown shrimp.
Oh, that's the one that you actually have the photo
Yep.
next to the shrimp. That's pretty
Absolutely.
remarkable. Pretty remarkable. All right. There you go. I got somebody I'd like you to meet. Yeah, go talk to Mr. Red. Captain Lane has jumped right out. We hit some salt water. It's blowing and it's rough, so we hit a little salt water coming across. And I was just trying some Rain-X on the windshield. I think that will stop it in the meantime. Captain Lane jumped in there and made one cast, kind of the first cast curse. You know, hit it right off the first bat. Hope there are more out there. But we just came inshore a little bit, kind of headed more towards Port Sulphur or Myrtle Grove. And this is kind of the same thing, reefs on the back of the islands, front of islands, wherever it looks like bait might get blown around.
That one has got a
What's
little
this?
bit of shoulder
Oh,
turn,
no, he's going to
maybe.
be flat.
Oh! Surprise!
Man, I can't tell you the last time I saw a flounder. He's a little guy, but a flounder nonetheless. Dude, I'm gonna let you go grow and make a whole bunch of babies, but pretty little fish. Pretty little fish. Think I'm getting to the bottom.
I think so.
Go get him, boss. Boop. You know, you gotta be fishing clean water. It just happened to be on here. Oh!
There he is. He's still on there. What you
is
doing,
on there.
man?
He's that small.
Oh,
man.
goodness.
I didn't either. Oops. I'm gonna have to reel him in really slow so we can get an inch or two on him. Grow. Well, they're out there. You better be careful next time that gulp will bite you back. That was pretty funny.
Oh, there he is.
Got a good one?
Like they took the pole from me.
Ooh, look at that.
Now, will he make the grade? That's the big question.
He was angry when he whacked it. Huh?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I think he's gonna be all right.
I don't know.
Box is open behind you. Yeah, he's 12.
There's another one.
There you go.
Got that one.
Does he have a wingman?
I think he was by himself.
Well, I think. Boom. Open the box there, boss. He is definitely of size. Bada boom. There we go. Well, it's taking a little over 30 seconds to get my next bite, so while I have a moment, let me send you down to the Big Fish Kitchen. Let's see what we're cooking today.
All right, this morning I've got some ingredients laid out here. I've got them kind of separated. What we're going to do, we're going to make a fresh cream corn, which is a great dish. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to take that and we're going to add some additional ingredients and turn it into a Louisiana mock shoe, which we can go a lot of different ways with. I've got some shrimp, I got some crawfish, I got some crab meat. Anyway, let's get started on the cream corn. The first thing I'm going to do is, in my preheated pan, I'm going to start cooking a little bit of diced bacon. And the number one thing about fresh corn is I'm just going to shave the outside of it. I'm not trying to cut the whole kernel off. And then when I've got that done, I'm going to take the heel of the knife and scrape the cob. All right, my bacon is somewhat rendered off. Doesn't have to be all the way crispy. It started to cook. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add my half a cup of diced onion. And I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to let that cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, our onions are sweated off, and that just means cook till they're somewhat soft with no color. Having the lid on there makes them steam a little bit, softens them up, so we're ready for the next stage. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm going to go in with my corn. For that much corn, I'm going to put in about a half a cup of cream. So we're going to cover that back up and let it cook for about 3 or 4 more minutes. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. We're going to bring that to a good boil, and then the starch in the corn is going to start to develop. All right, you can see that our pan's boiling in the middle. The starch in the corn has thickened up the cream, which we're going to turn this into mock choux. I'm going to add some chopped green onions, add another piece of butter. I'm going to add some Creole seasoning, about a tablespoon, a little bit more salt and pepper, a little diced jalapeno, some diced red pepper. We've got fresh Louisiana crawfish tails, shrimp, fresh jumbo lump crab meat. So we've got 3 of our great seafood items. I'm going to add about another 1/4 cup of cream to this and put it back on the fire. All right, back on the fire on low heat, cover it up for about 4 or 5 minutes, and just let some of these flavors blend together. Now this dish could be served over rice, it could be served with pasta, or it could be served by itself. So think about this as a building block recipe. Start with the cream corn, then turn it into mock choux. You can stop anytime you want. So seafood mock choux from GW Fins.
GW Fins has dinner items so fresh they print a new menu daily. Give them a call and tell them CT said to give you the best seat in the house.
There he is. All right. Blind cast, didn't see him, but I'll take him. He'll keep, but he's not a monster. Oh, I can lift him.
Got it?
You'll open the door. I'll put him right in. Up. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Nice.
Good job.
Try not to. There you go. All right. He liked the black blue. Don't pay plot. I gotta go pop it.
Nah, we
Got it. All right. Appreciate that, Captain. Very nice. Very nice.
A pretty one.
Well, that one worked. We'll try another one. Today we're using the Berkeley Havoc Grass Pig Jr. This is a black blue with I think some silver fleck. And we've got earlier. Lane was using the Ghost Minnow, but you switched over to the Mad Mullet.
Yep.
And
Houdini.
what color is that?
Called Houdini.
In Houdini, and the real cool part is that jig head. Is that new?
Yeah, that's something we come out new with this year. So weedless version of the Death Grip jig head.
So it's got a little nylon brush above it. Lots of flexibility for when the fish hits it. But you know, at first I wasn't sure, but it's been working extremely well. He's got just a jig head with a hook. I'm almost Texas rigged, and I think I was getting more snodgrass than he was.
That's a catfish. Okay. Catfish. Look, can you see that, Jay? It's a big old catfish, big old blue cat.
Yeah. You'll get him.
Oh.
Look at this.
You hit
Redfish
behind
right
him.
next to the catfish. Did you see that? A big
Oh,
blue cat.
man.
That's the cat's wake
That's the
heading up that
catfish.
way. I was just throwing it in front of the catfish, and this guy came and stole it from him. Like,
Oh.
you're not gonna eat that. That's my bait. That, not your lucky day, Big Red. Come on, get in the box. There we go. Not his lucky day. Going after a big blue cat, and I mean another sizable cat, and I mean out of nowhere, boom, redfish just boom, and it looked like it was a much smaller fish, but good red, very nice. Fact. I know, I'd be upset too. You thought you were putting one over on that catfish, and you saved his life, didn't you? All right. Black blue, 3.5 grass pig junior Berkeley Havoc. It's another bait they make with a long name on it. That was too funny.
There he is.
Lucky blind cast. I saw nothing.
Flame on in. Oh, he's a good one.
Purdy. Lane, we are very close to what really kind of becomes the peak of fishing all across coastal Louisiana. You know, somewhere between late April and really early June. Somewhere in May, things turn to really kick. As far as Lafitte, all the way down to, say, behind Grand Isle goes, where you fish primarily. What are you seeing? Are we in ahead, behind, normal? What, as far as what you normally see this time of year, what do you see right now for speckled trout and redfish primarily?
I'd have to say right now things are kind of abnormal. We should be seeing some fish kind of close to Lafitte, you know, right along the fringe at the edge of the bay. You know, fish staging up, getting ready to make their push south to spawn. But we're not seeing any fish up here in Lafitte. We're seeing more fish already down towards the Gulf. So it's just one of those years where nothing is where it's supposed to be right now.
All right, brother. What did I forget? Anything important to let folks interested know? You know, maybe why they need to come down here and do a little fishing.
Tell you what, if you get to the marina here early at Gene Lafitte Harbor, they are serving breakfast at the barge. They start at 5:30 in the morning. It's the only place in Lafitte you can get breakfast.
You can get breakfast. That's not true. You can get a biscuit at the time clock.
That's all the way up front, though.
That's right. No, you're not Lafitte yet. That's right. You're not Lafitte yet. Very cool. Great day as always. Good box of reds, a nice trout, and saw a flounder today. My goodness, I haven't seen a good catch of flounder in a very long time. So I'm always excited to see them sort of making a comeback.
Yep.
All right, we'll do it again, right?
Yep, sure
All right.
will.
Till next time.